Okay, so we've been talking about solving equations in the Nspire. And sometimes when you solve equations, uh, you don't get a graph, and it means that it's a special equation. And our two special equations are either going to be no solution or it will be infinite solution. And so we're going to talk today about how to figure out which one that is. So let's start off by plugging this into the calculator. So we're going to go to a new document. One. We don't ever want to save anything, so no. All right, and we'll go to graphs because that's where we like to do our work. Menu 3, 2, get our relation. It's one of the things we're always looking for. And then we're going to type in our equation. So we'll go 4x minus 3 equals 4 parentheses x plus 2, close parentheses. All right, so when we hit enter, we don't get a graph, which has never bothered us. We hit menu 5, 1, and we still don't have a graph. So now we're going, okay, this is a problem. But what this means is this is one of our special solutions. It's either no solution or it's infinite solution. And so the way that we're going to do this is we're going to take each side of our equation and we're going to put it equal to y. So we're going to have y equals 4x minus 3. And then we're going to have y equals 4 parentheses x plus 2. So we've got two separate equations now that are set to y equals, and we're going to look at their graphs. Now, when we look at their graphs, we're going to see one of two things. If we see parallel lines that do not touch, it means that there is no solution. If we see just one line, then that means that my two lines that I graphed are right on top of each other. And if I see just one line, then they cross everywhere, and that means it's infinite solutions. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our calculator. Now we're already in relation. And so we're going to hit menu 3, 2 again, and it's just going to pop it up and allow us to type in another relation. And so we'll type in our y equals 4x minus 3. Now, if you hit enter right now, it should show you a line, but it's going to take this screen off. And then you'll have to hit your menu 3, 2 again to bring it back up. Well, what I found is easier is just to hit down. And when you hit down, you'll see this line appears. Now, it could be many different colors. So don't think that if your line is blue that you've done something wrong. So the lines will change colors. So now I'm going to type in y equals 4 parentheses x plus 2, close parentheses. Now I always like to kind of know the color of this line and what it looks like, because if this line is the same as this one, then it just changes color. If it's parallel, then you don't have to worry about it. It's just going to pop up to the side. So you can see here I have parallel lines and they do not touch. So if they do not touch, then the answer to this is no solution. I have to write that small. All right, so let's take a look at another one. So we're going to open up a new document. So control document opens up a new one. We'll go to graphs. Okay, we're going to go menu 3, 2. We're always looking for that relation. All right, so this time I'm going to type in this bottom one right here. You can see that's kind of a big equation, but the calculator can handle it. So we'll go 2x minus 6 plus 4x equals 6 parentheses x minus 1. Alright, so now we hit enter. We don't see anything. Remember, that doesn't tell me anything until we've hit menu 5.1. And now if nothing shows up, okay. So now I know it's one of my two special answers. So we will create two y equals equations. So this is going to be my first one. Y equals 2x minus 6 plus 4x. And then this will be my second one. Y equals 6 parentheses x minus 1. Okay, so we're going to plug these in. So I'm going to go menu 3.2. I don't need to go through the whole process, just menu 3.2 to bring up my relation. And we will type in y equals 2x minus 6 plus 4x. Okay, we hit enter. And, oh, I shouldn't have hit enter. I should have hit down. But this is good. This will show me what you do when you accidentally hit enter. So right here's my line. It's green this time. So if I hit enter, then I have to hit menu 3.2. If you would have hit down, this just would have popped up. So we're going to go y equals 6 parentheses x minus 1. Okay, so I always like to keep a look at my line, because if this is the same line, it's just going to change color. Sure enough, it just changed color. So in this case, this is one line, and if it's one line, then they cross everywhere, so that's infinite. So infinite solutions. Okay, so anytime we don't get a graph, and we've gone all the way through menu 5.1, then you know it's one of two special solutions, and you create two y equals equations, and then you take a look at your lines. If they're parallel, it's no solution. If it's the same line, then it's infinite solution. Hope this helps.